T-E. Yo, don't think your ready, the sky's nicer. Lost your spark just like your lighter. But I spit flames, so shit's change, I'm replacing your diaper. Switch lanes, cause I rip veins with this sick brain. Shorty been spitting a real and still since the first cipher.
You want to accomplish so much in your life, but the bank account that you know says no way possible. Jay's about to explain to you the difference about being broke and about being poor. Let's get it.
Keep it on the low when I was gone, I'm on and now's my time. Find a better, iller, realer, fact spitter, not a whack nigga, it's fed up. Time my dinner, my plate.
I am the tiger, man, the edge. And now you gotta get it back. And the way to get it back is to go back to the beginning. You know what I mean?
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is JH. That's the alias that I use. Let's talk about why you have the mindset of being broke or poor. Let's talk about that. But first, before we continue, I'm going to give some tips. We're going to give some tips. I don't give advice, but I give tips on things that even my younger audience can identify with. That'll help you get out the mental bondage of why you're broke. See, there's a mental bondage of being broke versus your bank account of being poor. The first question that you got to ask yourself, and we're going to go through a little series right here. And before we go through our series, I want you to think, why are you watching this video? Because I'm going to have some trolls in the comment section saying, well, that's not realistic. Well, if you come in here with closed mindset just to listen to me talk, don't do me no favors. I'm on this to pass on information that has helped me achieve things a little bit easier. And if I could pass that on to you, let's get it. Let's get it. So come in here with an open mentality, or, like I said, you're not doing me any favors. No, you can't sit with us. No, you can't sit with us. What is it? What? Jay just like the shirts. First, you are who you hang around with. I said this before. You are who you associate yourself with. I had to learn the hard way. Jay had to learn the hard way. When I was driving trucks over the road, my mentality, I'm around truck drivers, and the truck drivers that were over the road, they was making bank. They was making bank. They were making bank. But did I spend a lot of time trying to pick their brains on how they made that bank? No. Jay's mentality was, let me get my job done. Let me get back to the house so I can spend time with my peeps. I never took the time to invest in anything besides spending my time with the peeps. I spent my time with the wrong people. That's number one. A lot of people that we associate ourselves with do not want to see us succeed. Yes, we have friends, we have associates, but do they really want to see you succeed? And if they don't want to see you succeed, then you're wasting your time. And then you got the ones that have nothing and they really don't want anything. What are they benefiting you if they have no end goals? You need to start, and this goes with your personal life and your work life, because when we get caught up working at the post office, we have people that come in there with the mindset that even though this is a job, they still broke. Again, that's a mentality. And if they're still poor, why are they still poor? Because I go to the post office and I drive my little hoopty, banged up, bought it cash, and I roll up and I see people in Range Rovers, I see people in Lexuses, Infinities, beautiful cars. But do they have the means to feed that? Are you wasting your money? Are you wasting the money that you got? Because when I first started, I wasn't making no killing. Even though I made enough, it wasn't no killing to put money aside in my bank account. How much do you have in your bank account right now? How much is it that you have in your bank account right now? And even the bank account doesn't make a big difference because my credit was messed up. What's your credit looking like? Am I hitting home yet? Am I hitting home yet? Well, I'm going to give you some pointers and some tricks that I used to try to get my things a little bit better. Just a little bit. But it takes you to have the open mindset of trying to stop what's blocking you from the mentality of being broke. You got people there that have worked there for 5 to 10 years, but they're still broke. Why are they still broke? Why? Because they don't have no money in their bank account. Why they don't have no money in their bank account? What have they invested in their long term? People saying right now, our system is so messed up, you don't have anything to invest in. Well, we have to start from somewhere. We have to start from within. Listen very carefully. If you don't know how to manage a $1,000 check every 2 weeks, what makes you think you would be able to manage a $10,000 check every 2 weeks? Your mindset hasn't changed. The person you are hasn't changed. Just the amount of money has changed. Just because you get more money doesn't mean that your mindset has not changed. So you have to change the mindset. The mindset. Boom! The mindset. You still gonna be broke if you cannot manage what you already have. So, if you made more money but you spend more money, where you at? Same exact place. I looked at my credit report and I said, man, this is rough. I tried credit repair companies. I tried all types of stuff. And let me tell you, I know I had gave you guys the information about BMG money before. Information's in the video description. But this is exactly what I did. I took that loan and I saw 4 items on my credit report. And I said, man, the interest on this sucks. But having that on my credit report is even worse, because that's hindering me from moving forward. I said, I can build credit with this little bit of money that I borrowed, or I can sit here and deal with this for the next 7 years. So I did some research. I know how to speak to these people. And I said, hey, listen, blah, blah, blah. Let me pay some of this off if you agree to X, Y, Z. And some of them didn't agree. And I said, even if they didn't agree, I'd figure out a way to get it off my credit after I paid it off. You feel me? So that little $2,000 change, I had a medical bill here, a medical bill here, all the garbage there. And I used that little $2,000 and I said, I'm going to pay this off, pay this off, pay this off. And again, I used those little methods. And now I only had $2,000 to pay off. That's it. And during that process of paying that $2,000, you know what was happening? Because the other things were paid off, my credit was going up. You see how that worked? The credit went up. And I was like, damn, this is working. Things ain't so bad. It sucked that I had to waste that money on them bills that I had. But you know what? That's part of life. Bills are part of life. Accept it. But don't add to it. Netflix, Hulu, and all the other foolishness. I had a conversation with my boy. I hope you ain't taking offense to this, my guy. But I said to him, I was like, look, man, you got to eliminate some of those streaming networks that you got. Because you got $15 here, $20 here, $30 there, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, well, I kind of need this and I kind of need that and I kind of need this. And I was like, that's not a mentality that you're going to succeed on. You're not going to thrive off of that. Do we really need Netflix? Well, some people, you know, we got that Netflix and chill, baby. For those single ones. I started eliminating some of those things that I had that I didn't need. The broke mentality started to diminish. Still was poor, but the broke mentality started to diminish. I changed who I started spending my time with. I changed that. I needed to be around people that were making money. I wanted to listen to their conversations. I wanted to invest some time, even though some people think it's boring. Making money when you don't have any should never be boring. Let that sink in. Making money when you don't have any should never be boring. In my mindset, I was like, listen, okay, well, what is you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Hey, check this out. It sounds crazy, But did you know that people that have money spend time at golf courses? Is it because it's relaxing? It's because they spend time around other people that have money. It's called networking. And they listen to each other. When's the last time you spent time at a golf course? That's not something that you'd see Jay do. But I need to know what they know so that I can make executive decisions later. The people that you spend time with, are they worth your time? You see, you have to stop with the mentality that making money at the post office isn't going to get you what you need. Oh, I only make this much money. I only make that much money. Change your spending habits. Change your mental habit. And that little pour that was next to my bank account started to go up. Even if it was only $100 a week that I was saving. That was $100 more than I saved before. Then it started growing just a little bit. Because when I said, oh man, I eliminated $75 of debt just from getting rid of the streaming channels. I eliminated $120 a month from buying new phones. And I'm like, wow, you got the newest phone? These people are paying on their phones. I eliminated that debt. So that little bit that I eliminated, I said, well, this is what I was spending before. Let's put it into something so I can see it. Now it's there. Now, I'm not telling you put it in a savings account. I'm not telling you invest in Bitcoin. I'm not telling you to invest in anything. I'm telling you it's good to look and see your money grow. Even if it's only by $100 every 2 weeks. Even if it's $50 every 2 weeks. Eliminate the debt that you had before. That way, nothing's holding you back. Now, when you apply for a credit card, oh my goodness, now you're able to. This doesn't happen overnight, but now you're able to. Credit card brings debt. No, credit card brings you opportunity to show that you are a worthy individual because you know how to manage the money, because you don't have the broke mentality that you had before. The people that have credit cards and they go in major debt because they had a broke mentality, or they had some things happen in their life. Not either or. But the question is, what do you do when you get your credit card? How do you make it work for you? How you make it work for you? You go and invest in a what? A streaming service. That's right. Did you just say get rid of your streaming service? But now the streaming service is going to help you. Capital One, whatever card you got that thing sitting there. Add your little Netflix to it. $14 a month is going to kill you now? Nope. Now that one credit card is going to get paid off every month. You're making and showing that you have responsibility. Now you're being responsible with the little bit of money that you have. Oh, Jay telling you something that you didn't think about before. Instead of paying it out your own bank account, that wasn't doing anything for you. It wasn't doing nothing for you before except for you were able to Netflix and chill. But now you got your credit card and you're able to pay it off every month. You with a $500 credit card, whatever it is. Now it's building your credit, showing you're responsible. Credit's gone up. You're starting to break the bondage of the broke mentality. You slowly bring yourself out of the broke mentality. If you're still there and you made it halfway through my video, you know what? This is one of the books I'm reading. Ooh, I hope I didn't burn no holes in anybody's eyes. Because I said the word read, not what I was reading. Yes, Jay reads books. It's crazy, huh? It's a book. I don't spend all my time on it. It's a book. Invest your energy in educating yourself so that later on in life, nobody could throw a fastball at you. Did I lose anybody yet? Did I lose you? I hope I didn't lose you because all I'm doing is passing on some information that will possibly, maybe this was just a ramble. Maybe this was something that identified with some people, but yo, get rid of the telephone payments. Get rid of the extra streaming services that do nothing for you. Get rid of the unnecessary debt that you got. Pay some of your credit card debt off. Pay some of your old debts off. Invest some of your energy into wiping your slate clean. It takes time to dig yourself out of a hole that you dug all your life. It has to start somewhere. I started with the BMG money. It helped me, and the interest rate sucked at the time, but it gave me the start that I needed to continue. Do I need them anymore? No. Will you get to that point one day? More than likely, if you get the broke mentality. Whether you're young, whether you're old, have an end goal. Release the broke mentality, and the poor bank account will soon follow. This is JH, and I hope my rambling made sense to somebody. We out.